Alrighty. We have returned. And we're going to do Cyrus's quest. Because that's what I have decided. And we're just going to get right into it. Right into it. Alright, I'm looking forward to this quest. It got good. In Quarry Crest, Cyrus used his powers of deduction to get to the bottom of a series of kidnappings perpetrated by the depraved scholar Gideon, who was harvesting the villagers' blood for his dark research. It was in Gideon's sickening laboratory, whichever you want to say, that Cyrus discovered it. A translated copy of From the Reaches of Hell. Though the history of the dark arts intrigued him, he could not sit idly by while his peers used knowledge for evil. And so Cyrus came to Stoneguard, where the tome was bound. Would he find answers here, or only merely dreadful question?
Mm-hmm.
I'll the volume for myself a bit. Well, first of all, I don't remember like anything that I did last week other than spend something like 6 hours on the class dungeon bosses, which was crazy fun, I might add. Y'all suckers on YouTube, man. You guys are getting a real delight only getting to watch essentially the attempt that I beat them on. Each one took at least 3. And some of them took like 6 or 8. One of them I haven't even beaten yet. I need to get around to doing that. I'm level 50 right now. I might be able to handle it. Warbringer would be pretty nice. It's burning up, by the way. It is
Very well.
on fire. It was 108 when I got into my car after work. And after driving around, it was about 106, 105. So
Take care.
it's supposed to get hotter tomorrow. I'm not ready for it. I don't want it. I don't need it. That heat out of here. I've been playing a lot of World of Warcraft. And I'm going to legit say that I had already made the executive decision not to play World of Warcraft like full time when the expansion comes out. But now I'm having second thoughts. I really, really am. I'm just having a really good time just running around doing whatever I want to right now. And I know I'm going to have even more fun when the expansion comes out because everything's going to be new content. I'm going to be doing whatever I want to do. It's going to be fantastic. I was saying on Twitter the other day that right now, yesterday, well, I guess I'll read this first. I sold a book of my making to Dominic, a translator. His home lies on the east side of town.
Mm-hmm.
I said on Twitter the other day that I made like a bunch of transmog sets. And, you know, this is not something that I should be doing with my life. But I did it anyways. He once had his entire fortune stolen by a woman he courted, and has been wary of the fair sex ever since, going so far as to hide his money and possessions in various secret caches. Fortunately, he cannot recall the precise locations of them at all. Oh, the poor guy. Let's go loot one of them. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. A widow who has resided in this town for many long years. Even when her homeland was nearly consumed by the fires of war, she refused to leave. The blackened remnants of that troubled time stand as bitter reminder of those who were lost, including her husband. You know what else was lost? Everything in your inventory. 54, let's do it. A woman of Stoneguard who, after amassing some savings as a dancer in a desert town, now devotes her time to her education. Thanks to the support of noble patrons who admired her enthusiasm, she should have no difficulties continuing her studies. Smarter buttering. Also lighter pockets.
Excuse me.
Did I get around to what saying when I said on Twitter? Yes, I did.
My
Do
apologies.
you see how bad my memory is? Oh. Kind of things that I have to go through.
A moment of your time.
But yeah, I spent, I don't know, like
Be gone with
2.5 hours going through like a bunch of transmogs and making sets that I really like. And then now I'm kind of going through all the dungeons that I want them all. Right now I'm going through all the legacy dungeons, or as many as I can before tomorrow, because the reset's tomorrow. Wrath of the Lich King is done. Wrath of the Lich King and everything before it is done. I just have Malygos left for Wrath of the Lich King. Then I have like 2 dungeons I think left in Mists of Pandaria and Draenor. I have 1. I can't do High Maul past the Butcher because he just kills you. Maybe I'll get someone to help me out. Maybe we just don't die. And then after that I'm good. So, well, I won't be able to do, well, I might be able to do all that tonight, depending on how long this Cyrus's quest lasts. Yeah, in a nutshell, World of Warcraft, going pretty good. I dig it a lot. Dominic went to shut himself off from the world after his only daughter succumbed to sickness 15 years ago. Let's do your stuff first. Tower shield. Dominic had a translation commission he thought would earn him a fortune. Still rues the day he said yes to it, poor lad. Oh, I was like, what does that remaining 1 mean? And why do I have to go over here? Such confusion. Shadow bow. A carpenter who tends to various buildings throughout Stoneguard. Though the town boasts a rich history, it has fallen into decline, which prompted one of the older noble families to employ his services. Good on you, my man. A sly and quick-witted merchant. He is ever looking for new ways to turn a profit with minimal effort, while of course making sure to never dirty his hands so far as it is possible. Well, you know, just to make sure you don't dirty your hands on things in your inventory. There you go. Go grab this item real quick. Oh, you're gonna stand in my way, eh? A friend and protector of a Contemptible cad. Nothing more, nothing less. I gotta lure him away with the dance. Okay, let's continue on. Sold some medicine to Dominic about 15 years ago, I think. Was it in a spot of bother, as I recall, financially speaking? So I gave him a discount.
Very well.
I was about to say I can't steal from him now? We'll just take the chance on that even though I didn't need it. Stealing this game, while extremely simplistic, probably shouldn't be enjoyable at all,
Excuse me.
has been very enjoyable. Walking around and seeing those 100% on all the items, it's great. Oh no, I wasn't reading. Daughter? That's Dominic take on to pay his debts. Translating a book.
But of course.
Yes, my reasoning is correct. This is undoubtedly why Dominic has cut off all contact with the outside world. Oof. I forgot that he's, you know, he's Sherlock Holmes, all this stuff. Wow, and I got it right too. I mean, I did kind of read them.
Thus,
I just, you know, could have done better. Let me catch up with this discussion on Discord here real quick.
yes. Now then.
Oh, I gotta respond to this.
Many thanks. Listen. In truth,
Okay.
what in the...
Talking about different armor types. In various games. Particularly the ones
After that,
that involve plate mail on the female body. How unrealistic they can be. And you know what? I agree with that. You know,
it
they're
couldn't be.
not really realistic.
Yes.
But
yes.
going about to fix that, that's where the difficulty arises.
Oh.
Mention his hat. My computer's hot.
In
Who's
truth.
running them fans? Alright, so Instructor Yvonne.
Is that so? Yes. Yes.
I know I've said this like probably close to 50 times, but I still like this music a lot.
Leave it to me.
What are you gonna do? Destroy it? I thought you wanted to read it. That's the whole reason for the start of the journey. Well, and to recover it. But recover it so you could read it.
You have my thanks.
Oh, there's homeboy Slice right there.
Come now.
Ah,
Just so.
Oh.
call me Lucia.
Greetings.
I apologize.
Mm-hmm. Why you holding your hand out? We ain't giving you that book.
In truth,
Yeah, you're just gonna say this out in the middle of the streets. I don't believe her. I think she's the culprit.
I'll be...
yes.
Indeed.
Correct.
Oh.
Yes.
Why would his house be important? Alright, so this actually is going to bring up an interesting point that I've wanted to... that I've never got around to actually talking about. I mentioned earlier that the story structure of this game is
Correct.
not really working for me. I don't like the story structure. However, if this game changed the structure so it was one character story all the way through and then you could swap to another character, they could do some really cool and interesting things by adding in like these temporary characters like Lucia into the party to assist with whichever is going on. And I think that would be, you know, an interesting and kind of cool mechanic. I don't know what's going on there. It really begs the question, what sorts of benefits the developer saw to the structure that they chose. Because, you know, you definitely don't just... I mean, I mean, they could have definitely seen things as, you know, we're this far around in development, and here's where our stories are going. We've already coded them up all separate. As ignorant as it does sound, I think they could have still mashed them up anyways, but that's neither here nor there.
Well met.
I think I already talked to this guy. Oh. I wonder what the developers would actually... I hope they come out with like an interview or something like that and say, you know, hey, this is why we chose this particular setup. Ooh, this place. I remember this place. I came here and there was nothing for me to do. Oh, I've also decided, at least for now, once I'm done with this chapter 3, I'm going to do my current party's chapter 4s. And then once I'm done with that, I'll figure out whether I want to, assuming there is credits after each one of the stories, do my credits and thoughts after the last one of those, or go back and do every other character's chapter 3s and 4s. I do have time to do all of them. It was just a matter of preference and whether or not I'm interested in playing the game any further. Gotta see how these other chapter 4s go. I heard that there's post-game content somehow that nobody knows about, or nobody knows how to trigger. A royal crest. HP 600, not bad. Yeah, we need to get rid of those, don't we? We go back to giving you the silence one. And here we go. But for some reason, there's going to be a dungeon inside. Gonna be like zombies, ghosts.
Is that so?
I knew it. What did I say? What did I say? I told you. I told you when she was on the steps.
Oh! Where? What is this place?
Ah, Professor Albright. I apologize for this little ruse.
I'd recognize that voice anywhere. So, we meet again, Headmaster Yvonne.
When I heard you were looking into from the far reaches of hell, I knew your search would lead you here. And sure enough, you didn't disappoint me. Your mind is every bit as sharp as I thought it was.
You sent Lucia to keep an eye on me.
What a shame, my dear boy. A thirst for knowledge like yours would be such a terrible thing to waste. So, what do you say? Apprentice yourself to me, and I will overlook your little trespasses.
All right. So this is where you say, yes, I will do it. And he gets you out of the hole, and then you attack.
How kind of you. I refuse.
Well, we all knew he was going to go this route.
I am, shall we say, philosophically opposed to your stance on knowledge. I believe that knowledge should be shared, not hoarded for one's personal gain.
I thought you'd say as much. Most unfortunate, Cyrus. Most unfortunate. As you know, this is my house, and I don't get many callers these days. A smart man like you knows what this means, yes? When you starve to death here, no one will be the wiser.
Why do I get the feeling the assistant's going to save me? Game over. I mean, you're like 50, 60 feet down. Walls don't look that climbable.
We here.
Digging's not an option.
Now then.
Good luck.
Professor? Are you okay?
Don't recognize this voice. Oh my gosh. I was not expecting her at all. Since it's been a while, and you probably forgot, in his chapter 1, this was like the princess. And he got fired from his teaching position because there was this rumor that he was trying to court her or something like that. And so that's one of the reasons why he went on to search for the tome. Oh!
Therese. You think you can get away with this?
I wonder if I made the prediction earlier. Oh. I wonder if I made the prediction earlier that the headmaster was the bad guy all along.